Akwa Ibom State. It has been said a number of times here that while the burgeoning Lagos ecosystem thrives, that the next conversation has always been in Akwa Ibom. And honestly to you, what I have seen here today is a testament to that effect, that Akwa Ibom State, Akwa Ibom tech ecosystem is on the rise. Africa is emerging as a new tech destination with a growing number of tech hubs and startups. The continent's largest economies present the most competitive startup environment. Africa boasts of a large population of very intelligent and ambitious young people. You know, as of 2022 statistics, we have about 1.4 billion people living in Africa. And more than about 30 to 40 to 60% of such people living in Africa are mostly young people. If you agree with me, if you look around, even inside the hall where we are today, if you take an average age of people who are seated here, listening, are interested, and are trying to do some stuff here, you agree with me that the age may be between an average of between 25 and 30. It then means that for those who are well above 40, 50, whenever you attend an event these days and see much people in gray hair, I want to say that you may need to find your way out of that particular venue. The continent enjoys a fertile environment for tech entrepreneurs due to our youthful and growing population, rising internet penetration, the application of emerging technology that have the potential to improve access to healthcare, financial services, and critical other sectors of the economy. And its useful, creative population offers a fantastic asset for advancing the continent's innovative culture. For this revolution culture to flourish, our youth must be the vanguard of driving this emerging technology. Imagine the wealth that this asset could bring to the continent shortly if our youths are fully and completely engaged in driving the digital innovation as the case may be. And it has been said that the population of youths by 2030 in Africa may be ranging close to about 84 million out of the 2.5 billion people that may be living in Africa by the year 2030. Now, if that is what is expected, that's what is foreseen, you can imagine that Africa, and Nigeria in particular, whose population is about 60% youth, is not only the next destination, but it is the destination for digital transformation at present. Countries like Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Egypt, Rwanda, Ghana have vibrant startup ecosystem. The increasing number of tech hubs and incubators are fostering entrepreneurship, attracting investment, and supporting local talent on the continent. In addition, emerging market buzz with young population have opened up more opportunities for tech-driven innovation in sectors like healthcare, agriculture, education, and other sectors of the economy. And given the proliferation of investment and venture capital investment in African tech startup has been on the rise, signaling growing confidence in continent's tech potentials. By 2020 through 2021, 2022, Africa has always remained, a destination for venture capitalists. Nigeria, in particular, takes close to about 35% of all the investment that comes into Africa in terms of technology investment. And there's no other reason, there's no other way you can attribute that, but majorly because of the vibrant, dynamic youth that live in this side of the continent. And that's why we are particularly passionate as an agency in taking advantage of our youth population and building a kind of an ecosystem that will support their growth, build the right kind of talent, and create opportunity to harness these potentials to create jobs and have a better prosperity for our citizens. Most importantly, several African governments are increasingly supporting technology innovation by creating policies that encourage investment, entrepreneurship, and technological advancement. Startup laws is one of those policies, one of those strategies that African governments are putting in place to support the technology innovation. In Nigeria, we have the Nigerian Startup Act, which was passed into law sometime last year, and it had become operational. And that's why we will encourage both the states and everywhere, all part of the country, to take advantage of what this Nigerian Startup Act provides. It helps to actually mainstream the concept of startup into the Nigeria discourse itself, and also create a platform for funding for as many who are interested in taking advantage of what that Nigerian Startup Act provides. I want to encourage you to take a piece of that legislation and read it thoroughly so that you can see where you fit in and also see what you can benefit out of that act. We also encourage state government also to take advantage to domesticate such acts, because it's going to help to profile startup in every state and create a platform that startups and tech innovators will be formally recognized. You know, what happens in this side of the world is that we do stuffs without appropriate documentation, we do stuff without appropriate recognition, we do stuff, and it is because it doesn't connect to the entire national discourse. Those stuffs just fly in the air. Just like someone was saying about those who are earning, you said talking about $5,000. Many are earning far much more than that, but it's not noticed. Quietly earning such an amount of money, but it's not noticed. It's not even counted as part of the money that comes into the economy in any way. So the Startup Act creates that platform for startup innovators to be formally recognized and formally incorporated into the scheme of things, and there are also benefits that goes with it in terms of funding, in terms of support. Like when they are talking about the issue of training, a private trainer, for instance, could do as much as his goodwill can afford. But in the case where the training is formalized and now government comes with a formal method of intervention, that pipeline can be expanded, that pipeline can be sustained, and that pipeline could also connect to the right kind of product, so that at the end of the day, people are trained, they are linked with the right kind of job, and whatever money they make, they can also put it back into the pipeline, and everyone will be a benefactor of such services. According to McKinsey, Africa has the youngest and fastest growing population in the world, as well as booming cities and bold innovation in every field of human endeavor, with the population expected to double to 2.5 billion by 2050. The continent presents endless opportunity for inclusive, robust growth that harnesses its rich natural resources and abundant human potential to increase prosperity, not only in Africa, but also globally. In Nigeria, recent data indicates there have been a steady increase in the number of startups, with Lagos, Abuja, and also other states like Akwa Ibom State, like Enugu State, also springing up with very strong clusters of innovative young people doing stuff that actually can change the narrative of our current situation in Nigeria. Entrepreneurs in Nigeria are recognizing the value of collaboration and partnership. Strategic partnership enables startups to access resources, expertise, market reach, while fostering innovation and growth. That's why such platforms as this, we always try as much as possible as an agency of the federal government to support a platform that brings together various interest groups, that brings together people, individual innovators, hubs, to share ideas, to network, because we also believe that innovation does not occur in isolation. So without collaboration, without networking and partnership, innovation may not actually thrive. And that's why we encourage such things to ever happen. So where we see such things going up, the federal government, through NITDA, is always very supportive of such initiative. Thus, hundreds of millions of Africans will require new or updated training in digital skills. Since the success of continents' digital innovation and entrepreneurship environment will largely depend on the mastery of digital skills. We have said it, the people who discussed earlier on in terms of a pipeline is that it is important for us to know that digital economy and also even digital innovation will not be successful without the right kind of digital skills. Otherwise, it will be stunted. You know, one particular thing about the digital skills is that there's a report that that's the International Financial Corporation estimated that about 250 million jobs across the continent will require some levels of digital skills by 2030. Now, this corresponds to about 650 million training opportunities. Now, those training opportunities could translate into about $130 million, worth of either investment or also resources. So what we have done, having understood this, what we have done in the agency or from the federal government is not too long ago, I'm sure that many people here must be aware of what we refer to as the 3 million or 3 MTT. Now, the 3 MTT program is a focus, is an objective, is a goal of the federal government from the Ministry of Communication and Innovation and Digital Economy that try to train 3 million talents in the technological space in the next 4 years. Now, what happens is that it's not just training. The training itself is training that is linked to job. So it's a platform that also brings various interest groups, various international donor partners, both the Google, both Microsoft, and other international financiers and also operators, so that the trainers themselves can also register, while those that they train can also register. While the trainers are localized from the various states where the registrants are coming from, now at the end of the day, the trainees from those states are linked to the job because the curriculum they are using to conduct the training is already prepared by those global partners who will eventually hire them. So at the end of the day, 3 million people will have been trained, and we expect that those people are going to be absorbed either locally or internationally. So I want to encourage everyone who is yet to key into that particular program to take advantage of that program so that we can build the right kind of skill that will support the digital economy at this particular time. However, again, I want to say before I round up here that opportunities for African entrepreneurs is huge because of the platform that have been presented, and as such, finding the right mentors is also very critical in supporting the young people or the young startups that are also growing. Most importantly, apart from the digital skills also, soft skills that will enable you to drive and to become more productive has also become necessary. So part of the thing that we are incorporating in the digital training or digital skills and talent is also the soft skills that will enable you to stay in the job that you have already acquired. We're also making effort that with such idea and with such a plan to attract investors into also helping, to invest in our economy, invest in all these young people, and also invest in digital talents so that they can also grow and become bigger players in the industry as a whole. Again, the Akwa Ibom Tech Week will undoubtedly provide our talented youth with a special opportunity to showcase their innovative ideas and solutions for enhanced productivity in a variety of economic sectors, as well as improved efficiency in the delivery of innovative products and services for the people. Additionally, it encourages and it promotes indigenous talent to develop relevant innovative solutions to our local problem, improve how we do things, and also engender prosperity in our environment. Therefore, it is a challenge for the ecosystem stakeholders to take advantage of this program to network intensively and cooperate with one another in enhancing the growth of Akwa Ibom and Nigeria digital innovation entrepreneurship as a whole. Then this program itself, the networking program and also such stakeholder program that have been organized is actually in line with the aspiration and the vision of the agency, NITDA, which I represent. And that's why we are here. That's why we are supporting this particular initiative. That's why we are encouraging as many ecosystem builders, as many communities to keep on discussing and having this conversation as much as they could. The last speaker spoke about women entrepreneurship. At NITDA also, we have also developed what we call what we refer to as the National Digital Inclusion Strategy for Women. Now, it creates a platform for women to take advantage of whatever thing that's being done and have a specific narrative for themselves and create a specific segment and benefit specifically from whatever the federal government is providing in that area. I heard of when somebody talked about standard also. As an agency also, we have developed what we refer to as a national digital literacy framework. You know, it is a platform that aggregates all that you need to know whether you're digitally literate, and also to know whether the talent that you have is what is required at this particular moment. So this document and these strategies have been developed for the use of the entire community, so that whatever things are also encouraging as many as possible to take advantage of some of the provision that we have and some of the services that we offer, especially where it has to do with our researches in the area of robotics, our researches in the area of AI, our researches in the area of virtual reality, and our researches in the area of emerging technology. This is what we do from time to time at our National Center for National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. Again, like I earlier said, we also have the initiative of training 3 million technical talents, which I have already said that as many as possible who are listening to us can take advantage of that particular 3 million, training 3 million Nigeria on different digital skills and creating millions of digital jobs in line with Mr. President's renewed hope agenda. In addition, the Startup Act, which I earlier said also have been enacted. Take advantage of it so that we can build a prosperous digital nation for the nation at large. While commending the effort of the organizers of this event, we would like to call on more state governments across the country to strengthen collaboration with private sector to provide opportunities and resources to empower more indigenous tech innovators to churn out solutions to our local problems. In addition, such programs will serve as a platform to support young innovators in developing and commercializing their technology solution in the global innovation space. Once again, I congratulate Ibom Innovation Network, the community of innovators, the speakers that are here, the hubs, the Akwa Ibom State Government in all, and all the organizations and stakeholders for contributing and bringing this program to a reality. I trust that the seed that you're sowing today will grow positively to impact in our environment with innovative solutions that elevate the state and Nigeria in general to a higher echelon of sustainable economic development. Akwa Ibom Tech community is on the rise. I also want to say that let's come together. Let's join our hands together. Let's cooperate together. Let's co-create together. And let's create a digital future for a digital Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Please, can you clap better for Dr. Aristotle? Thank you so much. Thank you very much, sir. Well said.